I got a lot of messages yesterday about the video I made regarding not turning off your Facebook ad when Facebook's giving all of your budget to one or two ads. So I thought I would make a video talking more about that and why it's important that you understand Meta's breakdown effect. A lot of advertisers make this mistake. They pause their ads too early. They look at one metric, they see that all the spend's going to one ad, they turn it off, they freak out, and they pretty much ignore the system. This is where Meta's breakdown effect matters. Inside one ad set, ads don't work by themselves on an ad level. They work together with the other ads. So each ad hits a different point in the customer journey. Each ad is more or less assisting the other ads to get the sell or the call or the lead. Let me give you a hypothetical scenario on how this plays out. You have ad A, which is a testimonial. It spends $50. Your CPA looks really high. You have a ad B, which is a founder's video. It spends $600. The CPA looks worse than you thought. And then you have ad C, let's say it's a UGC video showing your product or your service in use. It spends $200. The CPA is half of what your CPA goal is. And then ad D is a us versus them video. It spends $150 and it has by far the best CPA. So then what most people do is they'll pause A, B, and C and they try to scale ad D. That's the wrong move. Here's why. Ad A is creating awareness. It's introducing the problem and it's ultimately building the initial trust. Ad B builds desire. It shows identity. It reinforces trust. Ad C educates. It explains how the product works. It answers basic questions. And then Ad D would handle the objections. It pushes the final decision. It captures the conversion. So when you pause the earlier ads, what you're doing is you're breaking the customer journey. Remember, all the ads are assisting the other ads to get the sell. So you don't want to remove the support system. The winning ad will lose momentum. Meta will then search for new people. And what will happen when you pause all of them? The cost will rise, the performance drops. This is the breakdown effect. Side note, I highly recommend going and Googling Facebook's breakdown effect to truly understand what it means. So you don't want to judge the ads individually. The system delivers them as a whole. What you should do instead, monitor the ad set performance, not the ad performance. Look at the blended CPA across the entire ad set and not the individual ad itself. Look at total volume. Look at stability. Only pause ads if it's really spent a lot or you have technical issues, bad tracking, bad landing page, or just creative errors. If you optimize performance, wait. You need enough spend, enough data, then pause the true worst performer. As I mentioned in a previous video, I prefer to let it spend 3 times the CPA goal. So don't pause the ads that are assisting to get the call or the sell. Don't pause the journey starters. Winning ads will respect the buyer journey. They optimize systems. If you fully understand Facebook's breakdown effect with advertising, your scaling will get easier. This is how you actually win today with Meta ads.